Missed it. Welcome to Friday night's chat.
It's the 6th of October, and tonight we're going to be talking about what we got up to in Benidorm since we last spoke to you. But first, we're going to talk about the videos that we've released this week.
Because
He's Colin.
he's Tim.
And together we are the Chatter Guys.
Can everybody, can you hear us first before we go? No, let's just see if we can.
Oh, it's
everybody can
Gripper.
hear us. Evening, Gripper. Can you hear us okay? There'll be a bit of a delay. Oh, maybe people can't hear
not
us.
going to reply.
1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
loud and clear. Oh,
that's
perfect. Perfect, because we had a bit of a trouble in Benidorm when I've watched that video back. However, there's loads of people what watched us last stream back, and I can hardly hear us. We sound like robots.
Well, I watched it, and then I asked Sheila sent me a message, and I went, "Oh, it's a bit spotty, the audio." She went, "No, it was loud and clear for me." So don't know what was going on there. So, right, we're keeping an eye on the messages, but my phone's just locked up. So, Colin.
Yes, Tim.
Whitby.
Oh yes, so we posted us talking about us videos that we posted last week. The first video that we posted was our walk around in Whitby, and we had a good day in Whitby, didn't we?
We did have a good day. We got there and it started chucking down, didn't it? Straight off.
We put us £4.50 or whatever it were in the meter, and as soon as we put the last pound in the meter, the heavens opened up like there were no tomorrow.
Oh, good, it was awful.
It were really bad torrential rain, weren't it? And we were in two minds whether to pack up, whether to just stop in car and go home. But we didn't. We persevered, and we waited about 10 minutes, and the sun was coming out, weren't it?
Well, because I said, "Shall we just go on?" But no, it stopped raining, and it was all right, wasn't it? It wasn't cold, but it wasn't like brilliant.
So we walked around. We did a lot of filming in Whitby. We went up Dracula's steps.
Dracula's steps. Yes, we went up Dracula's steps.
We went to find Dracula, but then I got told in the church that he weren't actually buried there, which was a bit of a disappointment after climbing up 199 steps. Oh, and I did mention on one of the videos, on the Whitby video, that I tell you my Whitby story.
Yes,
so
you did.
Don't let me forget to tell you about that.
I don't know what this story is. He hasn't told me, so.
Well, there's two stories, but
he did tell me one story. I went, "You're not telling that."
No, sorry.
We'll tell it you when we meet you face to face, but we're not recording it.
No, I might get arrested if I tell you that story.
But no, it's a good day in Whitby, didn't we? We didn't manage to get in the Magpie, which is the #1 fish and chip shop in Whitby. It's supposed to be the best in Whitby, and there's always a queue outside, and there was.
Yes, we were a bit disappointed we weren't going to get into Magpies. I was looking forward to trying them. We have had fish and chips in probably the second best fish and chip restaurant in Whitby in the past, but we weren't impressed with them, were we?
No, what's it called, that place? Yeah, no, the second best place anyway. It were all right, but it wasn't that special. Apparently all the vampires are on Dixon Road in Blackpool, I imagine.
Oh, Dixon Road. Oh, yeah. I can imagine they are.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I can imagine they are.
Actually, we're going to Blackpool for Halloween, so we might see a few vampires that night.
Yeah, we're going in fancy dress for Halloween. You've got your outfit sorted, don't you?
I've got mine outfit sorted. Just need to sort my makeup. You've partially got your outfit. Yours is going to be very interesting unless you get your finger out.
The gin that we're drinking, Ginger, is our favourite, which is Tanqueray. We do like us Tanqueray.
It's Gripper, not Ginger.
Gripper, sorry. Gripper. My eyesight's.
Heartbeat, Aidensfield,
yes, we didn't go to Heartbeat. Gothland, is it called?
Yeah, something like that.
We didn't stop off there. The Whitby story then. So I'm a massive Michael Jackson fan. I couldn't explain to you how much of a fan I were of Michael Jackson when I was growing up. It all stems when I asked my sister to record a Thriller video for me. And it was back in the day when you couldn't record VHS to program. You had to just press record. So before they went to bed, they started playing, recording the. I think it was on Channel 4 or something like that. The video come on after American Werewolf in London. So I got cosy one night on my sofa. I must have been about 8 to watch Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh no!
And first of all, I had to watch American Werewolf in London. I've never been so frightened in all my
bet you
life.
were 8 years old watching American Werewolf.
Well, my family didn't know. They thought I was just watching Michael. I think they come into the room once to check up on me, and I was like hiding behind the sofa.
I bet you were.
But yeah, so going fast forward to when he died, and I was going past some amusements in Whitby, and I noticed on the the 2p drops or the 10p drops it might have been.
The slot machines.
The slot machines, yeah, the penny drops. It was full of Michael Jackson badges, and I thought I'm gonna have to get them.
Oh no! How much did you spend?
I literally spent about 15 quid in this slot machine.
for 50p badge.
But no badges were dropping.
No what?
So eventually one dropped, and it dropped, but it didn't come out. It dropped where all the money come out. Money come out, no badge. I was so mad.
Colin.
I'm calm as out me until something gets me, and then I'm like a bull. So I went marching up to poor bloke on checkout. Well, not checkout.
How old were you at this time? Still 8?
No, we're on about 5 years ago when he died.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, right.
I marched up to cash desk and I said, hey, I've just put loads of money in that machine. I must have put at least 10, 15 quid in. My money's come out, no badges. And I started going on about these badges. And he just grabbed his hand in this bag and he said, oh, yeah, mate. And he passed me about 50 badges. I'm like, got all my badges. I ain't still got them badges. I don't know where they are.
You've lost 50 Michael Jackson badges.
Do you know where my badges are?
I've not seen them.
All right.
This before my time, is that?
I were a massive Michael Jackson fan.
Hi, James. Yes, we had a lovely time in Benidorm.
Oh, actually, Esholt. That reminds me.
Does it?
Yeah, Esholt is where the film, or where they used to film Emmerdale Farm.
Yes.
And guess who's in the Woolpack tomorrow night? I think it's tomorrow night. Actually, in Woolpack in Esholt, because there's an actual pub there called Woolpack.
They used to film it there, didn't they?
Yeah, they changed its name, and then when they were filming, they used to put boards over it saying Woolpack, because it weren't always called Woolpack, but now it is called Woolpack. Sordid Secrets playing.
No way.
Yes, I forgot to tell you about that. We could have gone, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could.
End on a show.
Now, hi Stephanie. Please, can I say what a wonderful channel? Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. I found you through your original Benidorm series and loving your review. Oh, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
That's lovely.
We do have a lot more Benidorm videos.
We've got tons of Benidorm videos coming out.
I'll just concentrate to make sure there's no more what we've not missed.
So this week, after we got the, we scheduled the Whitby video, obviously, before we went away on holiday. And then when we came back, we worked really hard, didn't we, to get into Benidorm video out.
Yeah.
We had a less exciting video lined up in case we were too tired to put a video together, which we'll save for another day.
A rainy day.
Yeah. But yeah, we got that out pretty quick, didn't we? The Benidorm with
getting there to Benidorm, which were posted on Thursday, and it's done really well. So thank you for all your views on that one. Thank you.
Yeah, because the flight was it 6 or 6:30? It was 6, wasn't it? Going there?
Yeah, it was flying out at 6 o'clock, so we had to leave our house at 2:45 morning.
Yeah, 2:45. We got up at something like that. It was middle of the night anyway. I know we'd only been in bed 3 hours. Yes, we've been in bed 3 hours. We went to bed at 11 o'clock and got up at 2.
Yeah.
And then we set off at 20 to 3. So by the end of that video, when we're sitting in a yellow submarine, I was putting the video together and I could see my face and I was like so miserable. But honestly, I was dead on the face. I'm there like this. I'm like, I haven't even got the energy to smile.
But
Yeah.
remember, sir, and the thing is, we couldn't check into a hotel until 4 o'clock, so
Yeah.
we literally had to spend 5 hours just waiting for a hotel to open.
Another thing that was really bad about it, the flight was fine. We went with Ryanair and they were spot on, weren't they? You can't complain about that. However, there was a group going away to celebrate somebody's 40th birthday. And bearing in mind, the flight was 6 o'clock in the morning. They would not shut up, would they?
No, and they had some really squealing girls. They were on their 40th birthday. You can actually see them in the getting their video when we were at the luggage
When we were getting
belt.
Yeah.
And to say they must have been in the 30s, they screamed and shouted like they were 12. They were so annoying, it was unbelievable. But apart from that, it was a perfect flight, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you watch the video, the bit where it's just a bit of footage where the plane's coming into land and somebody squeals, that was them, and they were doing it all the way over. We didn't get a minute. You got a little bit of a nap, but it was horrible. Yeah. So anyway, that's a bit enough moaning about
And we
that.
found out the price of the pints in most places in Benidorm averages round about €3.
€3.
Yeah. You can get a few cheaper ones in the Newtown, but of course you're drinking in Newtown then. Most of the places that we found averaged at £3.
Yeah.
And the gin and tonics.
I'll just have a look, see if we get any questions.
We
That's
did
all.
have a lovely holiday, James. It was so. I actually cried, proper cried, when we were coming home. Please can I say what?
Do you have any more subscribers to your page?
No.
Yeah, that'd be nice if anyone wants to pay for us to go. We got invited to Perth, Australia, but
we did.
But
We
only
did.
invited. Nobody. She didn't offer to pay, but we would go definitely.
We have got some new subscribers from, I think 5 new subscribers from the Getting There to Benidorm video. So
Yeah, that's done really well for us, that video, haven't it? So Gripper's thinking of going for Christmas. I'd love to go there for Christmas. It'd be amazing.
Gripper, you will have to let us know how you get on at Christmas, because we've been wanting to go for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And you'll be very pleased to know, Gripper, that Santa Claus has an official residence in Benidorm. And that's true. That is his proper house.
Right, wow.
So, and that's a real Santa Claus, not just somebody dressed up.
Whereabouts in Benidorm? Is it in the old town?
It's in the old town, yeah. I've seen it on one of Lucy's videos. But it's different is Christmas in Benidorm, because it doesn't actually start. Like here, it's already started. But in Benidorm, it doesn't start proper until Christmas Eve, but then it goes on for the full 12 days of Christmas up until the 6th of January. And it's a lot, it's not quite as in your face. It's like more spread out and more civilized.
Well,
I think it'd be lovely.
The only people that really celebrate Christmas Day in Spain is the expats. They'll go down onto the beach and they'll have drinks and celebrations on the beach.
Yeah, Spanish have a meal Christmas Eve. Expats celebrate Christmas Day. But then for the Spanish, the big present day is the 6th of January, which is when the 3 kings were supposed to have arrived. So, yeah, you'll have a lovely time. Yeah, do let us know about that.
Yeah. So then the videos that we've got coming up. So on Sunday, we've got the Benidorm Gay Bar update.
Mike says he's got the sack for Christmas.
Ah.
Try and do better, Mike. That's his standard joke.
So Sunday we've got the Benidorm Gay Bar update.
We put a lot of research into that.
Yeah, we did.
Going around the bars.
We went in. I think we went in most of the bars. We didn't go in all of them, mind you, because
there's too many.
There's
too many, and some of them were closed, weren't they?
Yeah.
And the problem is with researching bars is that we do the research and then the day after we can't remember what we've researched. In fact, on more than one occasion, we've looked at the footage that we've taken and we're like, do you remember where that is?
There is one particular video. Now, we did film this bar on our last update, which was Betty Boo's, because if anyone's watched it, Tim will tell you that he went in there on his own and they made him feel really welcome.
Oh, they were lovely. And actually, I didn't know when I filmed that, but the guy that was on the bar at the time wasn't even the owner. He was just the barman that was standing in for them.
Well, yeah.
But
yeah.
everyone there, they've got, it's for everyone. They've got gay, straight, trans, residents, people on holiday, the lot. But customers in the bar were talking to me, taking the piss out of me as well, because
this was on the last holiday, not this.
Yeah,
holiday.
not this holiday, because Colin had gone somewhere, and I said I'll wait in Betty Boo's for you, and I was just sitting there with my pint, and people started talking to me, and I said, "Oh, I'm waiting for my husband," and the guy behind the bar says, "Yes, aren't we all, love?" And I went, "No, I really am. Look, I've got a wedding ring and everything." And they were taking the piss out, saying that I was making it up that I had a husband. And then when Colin came in, I stood up and I went, "Right, just tell everybody who you are to me." And he was like, "I don't know what you mean."
Well, I didn't understand what the question was.
Yeah, but brilliant bar. And then this time we went in and the two owners were there, Ricky and Darren, and made us feel really welcome.
They did. They recognised us.
They did recognise. They gave us lots of free drink. They got us drunk at least 3 times.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
It was just awful.
But it weren't just us who they were getting drunk. They were getting everybody in bar. The bar's just been voted the most friendliest bar in the old town.
It deserves it.
So if anybody does go to Benidorm, please pay a visit to Betty Boo's. You'll have a fab night.
Yeah, because they're like, "Oh, do you want a shot, boys?" And we're not good on shots. Don't ever give us shots. And I was like,
we never refuse them.
Well, I did refuse them, and he went, "No, go on, have one." And then they're like, "Make you have them." Forcing drink down you, it's awful.
Yeah.
But no, they were really friendly, weren't they? Really looked after us. So I had a lovely time there.
Mike is asking, which Blackpool bar do you like the best?
Ooh.
Man bar for me. Mardi Gras is very close. So it's 50-50 between Mardi Gras and Man Bar for me.
Yeah,
two very different bars.
Yes, they are. You can't really compare one to other. But Mardi Gras, that's great for everybody. Cheap drinks. Always have free entertainment every night of the week. Everyone's really friendly. Lovely bar, isn't it?
Yeah. They've got a motto in Mardi Gras that they put profits. People first.
Profits second.
It is one of the most cheapest places to get a drink in Benidorm, but you also get free entertainment for that, as free entertainment thrown in as well.
And he's also and John, who's the owner, he's very active in the communities, and he puts a lot of extra work in. Like for Pride, the day after Pride, there was nothing going on in Blackpool. And he put a street party on, didn't he?
He'll come and have a chat to you, John, by the way. He's really friendly.
Oh, yeah, if he talks to you, tell him you know us. He'll, he won't chuck you out.
Hello, Martin from sunny Driffield. Is it sunny in Driffield? It's been absolutely horrible today.
It's been chucking down here.
Do you prefer upstairs or downstairs? Both.
We do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you? When are you back in Blackpool? We're back in Blackpool in...
it's the 27th. We're going to be there until the 30th.
Yeah, so we're over for Halloween weekend, and we are meeting up with someone from the channel already, aren't we? Out with them, yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So then the next...
Hello, Martin from sunny Driffield. Yeah.
The next video that we'll have got coming up on Thursday is our first breakfast.
Yes, and you won't be surprised to hear that we were a little bit hungover on our first day. Overtired, I think, is what it was.
We were very hungover.
Yeah, it was the. I don't know if you know it. It used to be called the Coach and Horses. It's been there for years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's had a refresh. It's been totally gutted, redone up, and it's now called the Fresh
Gastro.
The Fresh Urban Gastro Bar, isn't it? Yeah, it's on that raised up bit. It was just 2 doors down from our hotel, overlooking Poniente Beach. Lovely views, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic views there.
Yeah.
Probably.
But did we like the breakfast? You'll have to watch.
You have to watch. Can't get too many secrets.
You know us, we tell it like it is. we don't say we like it if we don't.
So what have we been up to since our last podcast?
Well,
I can't remember, so please tell me.
we did the filming. We wanted to film the 3 most popular drag shows in Benidorm.
Oh, yeah.
So on Friday, after we did the podcast, we went over to Clee Cafe, and that's owned by our friend Tina Gloss
From Leeds.
from Leeds.
Lovely girl.
Yeah,
Boy. She's a boy, but she...
we've only ever seen. Well, we've only seen her a couple of times when she's not been in a dress.
Yeah, most of the time we see her in a dress, but she looks fabulous in a dress.
She does look fabulous, and we got an interview with her, didn't we?
We did.
I did a proper interview and everything.
We did. I was really scared because I was very close to him, and it was very noisy, and I couldn't hear a single word they were saying, and I thought, oh my God, we've got this great opportunity to get something on the Chattergang for your chatter guys, and you're not going to hear, but the mics picked it up perfectly, so I can't wait for that.
Speaking of the mics, I gave Tina a mic, and I put it down the front of a dress, except they've got like little furry things on so that if it's windy, it don't make a noise. I didn't tuck it down far enough, and you can just at the top of a dress, you can see this black fur coming out. It looks like she's got an airy chest.
Oh, she'll not like that.
You'll have to look hard to see it, but I was giggling to myself when I saw the film.
We did want to meet Lucy's Stephanie, but unfortunately,
Yes.
the last time we chatted to her when we were over, she did want to do a video with us, but when we messaged her in advance to say that we're coming over, she said, "You're not going to believe it, but I'm actually coming over to Leeds at the same time." So,
yes. What are the odds?
what are the odds?
So we missed her altogether.
Yeah.
However, we did meet up with the Benidorm fanatic, Lewis, and his husband, Pablo. They've got a YouTube channel, but they do more work on TikTok, don't they?
They do, yeah.
And they took us out a couple of nights, actually, and they did a TikTok live, and we went round the bars with them. And then at one point, Lewis went out for a cig, and he just said, "Oh, just look after TikTok for us, will you?" So,
Yeah, so
we took full advantage.
We took over their TikTok, and we were talking to their TikTokers as if they were our followers. We kept saying, "Go over to YouTube and follow us. And this is what we do, and this is what we do." We paid no attention to what Lewis' channel were. We were plugging everything left, right, and centre.
They loved it all, didn't they? They liked it.
Yeah, and when he come back, he went, "Oh, our viewers have gone up some shopping."
We were like, it was these two on Lewis's channel.
But they were great. They were explaining to us all about our TikTok works, because to be honest, we didn't have a clue. I ain't got a clue our TikTok
We've never
works.
really bothered with it, have we? Because
we did
like
post
YouTube.
a few. We did post a few videos on TikTok, but mainly just to like drive people over to YouTube, because that's where his home is. But last time we were in Benidorm, we were giving Louis tips on YouTube, and this time around, he were giving us tips on TikTok. Not only did we meet the Benidorm fanatic, we also met Nigel, who's a big TikToker in Benidorm as well. He works in the Collier's bar in the Old Town, and he goes around Benidorm a lot on his mobility scooter. And he's a really nice chap. I believe.
Really nice.
I believe his accent is either Devon or Cornwall, maybe. Really easy to listen to, and he's got a glamorous wife called Nancy.
She's
met
lovely.
Up with them all.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's like in her 70s.
Yeah, she's absolutely.
But she's
beautiful.
got a lovely figure, and she's really lovely, isn't she?
Oh, I meant to tell
she
you.
can't speak English very well, but she's really nice.
I spotted her at one of Nigel's videos, and it shows Nancy dancing in Cafe Benidorm. Oh my God! Wait till you see her dancing. You'll have a totally different,
I can imagine.
Totally different understanding of Nancy when you see her dancing.
Yeah, Stephanie's put. So I said something about Lewis. He's really nice. Honestly, he's just the same in person.
He is.
Honestly, it's really, really nice.
Exactly the same as what he is on.
When you see him on TikTok or on
YouTube.
it's just like that anyway.
Yes.
And the thing, it just
says
comes
what
across
so
doesn't it?
natural, and he's.
Well, he is. That's what it's like.
He's a really lovely lad. We really enjoyed both the nights we were out with him, and that's going to make a good video, I hope. So you'll get to see Benidorm fanatic on one of those videos.
He's
I don't think Nigel come on, because I don't think Nigel did, but
No, Nigel didn't. No, honestly, when Nigel turned up, it was like a pop star turned up, wasn't
know.
Because he was late, fashionably late for it.
well, he's a superstar
Well,
in
he is.
Benidorm.
And then everybody sort of like crowded around him one day outside the pub.
I honestly could not get in the bar for the people going up to him and asking for photos, and some random person come up and gave him €15 while they were just stood
giving
there,
him money.
and just I'm like,
It's like, well, you need to get on TikTok.
I was taking notes on everything they were telling me. I was like, what are you doing here, and what are you doing here, and what are you doing, and obviously seeing what they were doing live give us a much better understanding on what TikTok's all about. And since then, what I've learned everything. I put a video on TikTok. Anyway, it was just a walk around video on the.
It was nothing like what we put on YouTube.
We just literally
spent play and
we literally spent 10 minutes just walking around the gay bars in Benidorm, talking away.
Yeah, not going in, just walking around the street.
And I threw it on TikTok, and I got up the morning, and
it was like my phone's broke.
Something wrong with my phone here. It's acting really funny. It was like locking on my phone with all the messages what were coming through. And I said to Tim, I think TikTok's gone off. I said, because I'm getting loads of followers here, and I don't really understand what's going on. I looked, and it said something like 20,000 views, and I'm like, oh my God. And then every time I were looking, views were going up and up, and you'll never guess that video has got something like 120,000 views.
I don't know why, because it's all right, but it's nothing like what the work that we put into our YouTube ones, is it? We just did it as an experiment, really.
We've gone viral on TikTok.
Yeah,
we're TikTok stars. You can follow us on TikTok.
Yeah,
at
the chatter guys. But just before we stop talking about Lewis,
all right,
behind his back, what really struck me about him was we were in bars and we went from one bar to other, and then we were just like walking down the street, and we happened to walk past a restaurant that we'd eaten at that night. It was Napoli. Yeah, we do recommend it. So I've done a spoiler on that video, but we'll show you all the food and everything. But it was lovely, wasn't it? Napoli, the restaurant.
Napoli Tandoori,
yeah. And we were just walking past, and I said, "Oh, Lewis, that's where we had our dinner tonight." And he went, "Well, I'll go in and have a look." And he just walked in with a camera on. He said, "Hello, everybody. We're just showing our TikTok." Everybody's fine with it.
He just gets his video and he goes in all the bars and just bothered, and he's filming away.
See, I could get the bars because they're like public areas anyway, but people having their dinner and
they didn't mind.
They loved him. They were, it was really straight.
So we've got a quick question from Mike saying, which bar do you like in Leeds? Oh, by far, our favourite bar in Leeds is Blades Bar.
Yeah, if you can find it.
But we have done a tour of the Leeds bars in one of our videos, and we do give you a walk down to where it is, because if you're not from Leeds, you'll probably never find it.
No, it is difficult to find, but it's by far and away, I would say it's the last proper traditional gay bar
in Leeds.
I would say
it's only a small pub. It's not big, but they've got a really friendly crowd that go in there.
Not all gay. It's sort of like allies and gays, lesbians,
I'll
trans.
say this. Sometimes they do get some party girls in, but one step out of line and they get them out straight away.
Yeah. And one of our favourite drag queens works there a lot. The Mama Bear.
Yeah. From
she plays some really good tunes. A lot of Eurovision as well.
Mama Bear used to be in what was the group called? Bears Aloud, which they've since gone on to do different things, but Mama Bear, she's a good DJ. Okay, so do you...
Oh, right, no, we were talking about filming the drag shows, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we did Cafe Clay. We'd already gone to see Stella Artois.
Oh, yeah, Stella Artois.
She's at the West End Show Bar. They do 2 shows there. They do one on a Thursday, and that was... I don't know if this is the same every week, but the time that we were there, it was just Stella Artois doing a one-man show.
Yeah.
And then on the weekend, there are 3 drag queens. There's Lexi Legs. I forget what the other one's called.
Stella Artois. I can't think of the other one's name. She was there when we were there, but she was just doing the.
She was just doing the compare, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But they do it like, I believe it's like a dinner show, and you get your dinner there as well on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And then during the week they do like bottomless brunches and things like that.
Yeah, you can hire it out as you can if you're over there in a group. You can book a space at West End Show.
Yeah.
Bar, is it? Western Show.
Western Show Bar, yeah.
Western Show Bar. However,
two things you've got to know about Stella Artois.
Yeah.
One, she's one of the best comedians I've seen. She's got perfect comic timing. She can work the crowd.
Yeah.
She knows who to pick on. She knows who to shut up. She knows who to bring out the shell. She knows.
She is from Blackpool, and she'll be coming up in Blackpool in, I think, January, if you are interested.
All right, okay. But the second thing you need to know, she is the furthest from politically correct you've ever come across. The thing is, she's so funny, and you think, I shouldn't be laughing at this, because it's just she does sexist jokes, she does body conscious jokes, she does racist jokes. She's not too much on the racist now. She used to do a lot of racist jokes, but she does a little bit of racist now. Sexist jokes, she does jokes about men, she does toilet humour, the lot. Yeah. And like you're splitting your sides laughing, and you think, I really shouldn't be laughing at this. You shouldn't be laughing
at half of the stuff that she says. It's just the way she delivers it. And I know you shouldn't laugh about that stuff, because it's stuff that shouldn't be laughed about. But
she talks about disabilities, and
if you are easily offended,
or even if you've got quite thick skin, you still might be offended.
You're better off staying away from Stella Artois.
But to be fair, they do say like 20 times before it starts. So if you're offended, go now, because you won't like it.
I'm not quite sure of the videos that we're going to be posting. I'm not quite sure how much of Stella Artois we're going to be able to post, because YouTube will kick us off. I know they will.
Well, yeah, but we laughed ourselves silly, didn't we?
Mike, it is just off the main road. It's Blades is at the bottom of not Colin, but it's Lower Briggate, just underneath the railway.
What we're talking about?
Blades.
Do you know?
It's Lower Briggate, just underneath the railway arches, and it's down in a.
Do you know where Revolution de Cuba is? And what's that hotel called that's on the corner?
Metropolitan or something.
There's a junction where it's Revolution de Cuba, there's Malmaison, and then there's the bridge and the Cosmopolitan, and it's round the side of the Cosmopolitan.
And you have to go down a passageway into it.
But it's got a little sign that lights up when it's open over the end of the passageway that says Blades on it.
Yeah.
So watch our video, because I actually walk you down the road and show you where it is.
Yeah.
So, and then...
Good evening, Ben.
Hi, Ben. The last... Oh, Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
The last drag queen that we tried to video was Levi, who's... You'll have seen her on Bargain Loving Brits in the Sun. We happened to bump into Levi and her husband, Des, the night before. So I nipped out and ran up to them like a proper fanboy. And I went, we'd love to video you. And they went, we don't normally allow videoing, but you can ask special permission and we'll book you a table. And you can video it. So we went down the next night, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we went in, honestly,
we were, in all fairness, we were a bit late.
We were late. The place was absolutely packed. I spoke to Des afterwards, and he went, "I'm really sorry, Tim. I forgot to reserve you a table and forgot to tell the staff that you're allowed to video." So it was packed out, wasn't it? And we were late, so it was our fault.
We did try to do a little bit of a film.
But straight away got shut down. It was like, you're not allowed to video.
5 seconds, so I'll put the 5 seconds
5 seconds of video.
But that's all we can do on Levi.
But the problem was, the audience that night was so aggressive, weren't they? Horrible. It was a Saturday night in the New Town. Levi was on stage, and she was getting it from all angles. People were like talking amongst themselves, shouting out random stuff. I mean, she gave as good as she got, but I felt really sorry for her. And then behind us, there was a really tall guy. I mean, Collins, you're over 6 foot, aren't you?
Yeah.
Way taller than Colin.
It was
There
huge.
were two, and there were two. What there's him and another guy, and they were talking really loudly about football, not paying attention. I mean, why do you go into a comedy bar and chat?
When there's a show
There's
on.
no point.
When there's a show on, why do you chat? Why would you do that? If you went into any bar and there's entertainment on, specifically somebody stood up there talking, why would you chat and just ignore the show anyway?
Susan, did we see?
Oh, unfortunately, I didn't take the drone to Spain. I would have loved to have took the drone to Spain. We did see one when we were over there, but it were a huge thing. It was like a bloody aeroplane.
It was like an helicopter. It was really noisy, wasn't it?
And it was over the nudie beach as well. I don't know what they were
not
doing.
allowed.
Did you manage to see Benidorm, Tom? No, we didn't, Susan. No, we didn't. And I know you did recommend it. There were so many tribute acts that we wanted to see. You can go on. There's an app. If you just type in Benidorm, what's on in Benidorm in Google, it'll take you to Benidorm. I'll put a link up, but it gives you a timetable of all the acts and when they're coming on. And I did try and find him, but where we were at that moment in time that night, I couldn't find it. It might have been his night off, I'm not sure. But yeah.
So anyway, we're way over time again.
We are way over time. Is there anything that we wanted to push in what we'd not forgot about?
Well, I'll just finish telling about the Palladium. This guy that was talking.
Yeah.
Huge guy he was, and then there's this young woman who was working behind the bar. She can't have been much taller than 5 foot. Asked him really politely not to talk, and he was really menacing with her, wasn't he?
Yeah, we were like
awful. It's really scary. Eventually, the bouncers came up and turfed them both out. But then there was a group of middle-aged guys to the side of us. Thought it was really funny to burp really loud.
They were having a burping contest.
Just like,
I'm like,
what's going on?
This is absolutely awful. Everybody were on something in there.
Horrible.
I'm telling you, it was a horrible crowd. So we had one drink and we quickly. I think I left mine.
I didn't feel that safe really.
No.
However, later that night, who should we bump into?
Levi
and Des. And she came up to me, Levi, and said, "I am so sorry about tonight. I do not know what was wrong with that crowd. That is the worst crowd that I've ever seen." She said, I said to Des, "Thank God those boys didn't turn up and film it." And he went, "I've got news for you, they did." But apparently that's not typical of that night. But if you're going to go to the Palladium, it's a good turn, isn't it? She does do a good turn.
She does.
We've seen it before, and it's not been anything like that.
And she does a lot of charity work for a few different charities in Benidorm, which she tells you about in the show. In particular, she does a yearly calendar that we've bought.
Bought €10.
Yeah, it's we'll show it to you on this next podcast.
It's a nudie calendar.
It is.
And
we've asked them if we can go in it.
We're going to go in it next year. And she said we can. Yes. So what I would say is about the Palladium, I will go by all means. It's a free show. Like all the shows in Benidorm, I think they're all pretty much free. Yeah. I just won't go on a Saturday.
No, avoid Saturday and go a bit early, and you've got a good chance of getting a table if you go a bit early before the show. Because before Levi, there'll be another entertainer, and then when that entertainer's finished, whoever's going to see that entertainer will move out. So you will get a table if you go a bit early.
Yeah. Just one last thing before we go. One of our YouTube heroes, Jeff Carter. He used to do a lot of videos in Thailand, but obviously with what's happened and everything, he's not been able to go for 4 years. But he's back, and he started doing videos again, and they are just as good as ever. It's really funny, isn't it? We love him, don't we? Yeah. He's a really nice person.
If you do like anything about Thailand, or just like general nice people, and you want something new to watch, follow Jeff Carter on YouTube.
100%. We love him, don't we? We're really excited when he gets a new video out. Really good. So that's it for this week.
We have got loads of stuff we could talk about, but we do try to keep it to half an hour, don't we?
Do that to keep it to half an hour, yes.
Because we've got some more ginger. And I feel guilty drinking it while I'm chatting because I don't want you to think that I'm an alcoholic.
Mike, enjoy your pizza.
Enjoy your pizza, Mike.
He's never away from Benny. Oh, Ian. Oh, hiya, Ian. How are you?
Hello, Ian. You all right?
Ian's been with us from the start.
He has, yeah. Good evening, Ian. My colleague is never away from Benidorm. I've been doing some overtime tonight. Thanks for the chat. Yeah, no problem. We'll
cheers, everybody.
These, live chats. But thank you for tuning in tonight. If you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss out on any of our future videos, podcasts, please subscribe because it'll cost you absolutely no.
Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang. We'll catch you on the next one.
And don't forget TikTok.
At the same time next week for another live podcast.
Bye.
Night.
Night.
Love you.